Greetings and salutations. We return to another day of Final Fantasy Tactics. And today, like I said yesterday, we're going to do a little bit of poaching. So we have 9 hydras here, between Greater Hydra, Regular Hydra, and Tiamats. And we are going to quickly get through and poach all of them. The wrong thing here. My notes. So we are going to get 1 common and 2 rare. We're going to get 2 common, 2 rare, and then we're going to get 1 common, 1 rare. These guys were just kind of showing what they, the Tiamat and the Hydra are more for kind of just showing what they drop. The Greater Hydra is the stuff we actually would like to have. The common and rare of both those are really good. And just to make sure, I have Labian set back up here with Poach. I have Orlandu, so we'll do the same thing we did last time. So we're going to go and alley a plane from a different entrance, and we're going to try to just quickly get through these. I'm going to try to get through 6 battles today. I got these 3 poaching battles. I have one battle to get through. Looks like we have possibly a allied character. No, you're an enemy. Yeah, they're all enemies. Okay. Yeah, only 3. Oh no, there's 4. So we're going to try to get through very quickly these battles, and
ready and willing.
And then I got 1 battle I need to go to find a find item, and then I'd like to get through the 2 story battles. One of the story battles is going to be really straightforward, but the other one, there is one of the story battles where we do want to find, there's 1 last find item in the story battle to find, which will be super important. It's a one-of item. There is no other place to get it. So I would like to get that if possible. I don't know how much damage I'm going to do shooting my hydras here, so I'm going to have to hope that they do some own... Okay, so I do a decent amount. I'm going to hope they do some amount of damage to themselves. Possibly 8. That Ochu's going to run away, which means I'm going to move. I think Sid is going to be a little bit out of range, but that's okay. Let's see. I want my chemist to be here afterwards so we can move you here. Basically, we're just going to create a wall here for these cats.
My move.
I will, since I'm out of range, I will just kill this guy. If Orlandu was in range of the cats, I would have ran after the cats, because that Ochu would just run away from me. He's not going to try to come closer when he's in critical range. And oh, they do decent damage. This is actually kind of nice. This will make it easier to get rid of our hydras here as we poach them, so hopefully it goes super quickly. But the hydras here, they poach into... Commonly, they poach into... We just kill... Oh, I should not have moved then. I'll do... you first. Yeah, we do a lot of damage then. Commonly, they poach into a bloodsword. And uncommon and rarely they poach into a scorpion tail. Now, bloodsword we already have. 8 weapon power. Does 8 weapon power when you deal damage.
With purpose.
It kill these. Yeah, we just kill all of them. 8 damage.
This
8
fleeting life. Cling to it not. Embrace inevitable end. Judgment blade. Farewell.
He is very into that voice acting. It's fine though. I like it. Anyway, we know bloodsword is 8 weapon power. It when whatever damage you deal, you get healed back. Didn't get it there, so we need two rare ones out of these guys. And Scorpion Tail, the rare poach, is the strongest flail in the game. And it is the strongest by a very solid margin. It is not, it's not like it's a close amount. Sweet, we got it right away. It's like, I think the flame flail, or the second best one, is like 5 or 6 less attack power, so okay, one more rare carcass and we'll be done the first battle. You kind to me today, game. Yesterday you were not very nice. But I'd like to get, in this case, what I'm poaching is I'd like to get a second of blood swords, so I have 2 of them. If I ever want to run, there is some builds out there where you can run 2 blood swords, like on your knight or ninja, and that kind of makes them, they do good damage, but then also have huge self-sustain. Typically speaking, though, like with all my builds, you kind of don't want to get hit anyway. Or if you are getting hit, you're getting hit for very little. You're very tanky. So I usually don't use them, but it's nice to have, and it would be nice to have those items when we set up second party, and we can show off a little more of those items that I don't usually use. So like I didn't really use the Dragoon Spear. I haven't used, there's going to be an item we get from one of the Tiamid at the end here, which will be a Whale Whisker. That's for an Oracle or a Mystic weapon. So it'll be nice to use some different stuff as I, level up. All right, there we go. We got it. As I level up and use the other characters in our party, and because I'm going to be setting them up for some stuff soon, not right away, but
This is the
end. Once we get to the end of all the story missions, before we get to the point of no return, where we go to the final set of missions, I am going to do the remainder of the side quest stuff in the game. You get a lot of really good equipment from it, so it is something that I want to do, and I'm going to try to show off as many of the other party members. So Beta Wolf, Reese, Rafa, Cloud, Orlando. Probably not going to show off Merrick. I think he's okay, but I think Rafa is generally just better. They have the same casting, but what do we have here? Yeah, we're fine. They have the same
We shall not lose.
casting abilities, so like the same type of Heaven and Hell skill. They're the opposite, but all of the casts they do are the same. They have the same power, same elemental. The only difference thing is the one with the status ailments. Everything else on it is the same. But Rafa starts with 69 faith or whatever it is, whereas Merrick starts with 30 faith. So by and large, Rafa is significantly better as a caster than Merrick. Merrick, also, she's a female, so she starts with a higher base MA than Merrick does. And same thing with, on the flip side, Merrick has a higher physical stat than Rafa does. So you can kind of see, the difference there, and whatever it is for why you would want her versus him for leveling up. Mustadio, very likely just not gonna use, basically under any circumstance. I think he is genuinely, as far as unique characters go, very average. And that's unfortunate to say, because I think Mustadio could have easily been much better, in my opinion. But, you take what you get. Right, so we can just kill you, or we can try to go after you. We're going to kill this guy first, because I don't want him to...
always more to learn.
And you can see here, I didn't really mention this. I mentioned it a couple times, but I didn't really show it off, is the differences in what entrance you come into a place. Shows where you start, versus where and what enemies you get and all of that. So, the fact that we went this way, we start at this portion of like the little crevices here versus when we come from Garland, you know, we start over here in this corner. So, oh yeah. Oh, you're just like that, right? Well, I forgot that's how that worked. I should have just attacked. It's fine. Still kill him. No, we hit 3. We don't kill. Does this kill? It can. This is very similar, like how this works. It hits the... Yeah, so it hits any number of the tiles, but it hits 3 times. This is just like Merrick and Rafa, how their skills work. Now this is a fixed 3 because the 3 Hydra heads, but basically the exact same. Do we kill the Squire actually? No, we do not. But we'll kill him.
Power thrumming in skies above, as the refulgent blade now strike. Hallowed bolt. Prepare yourself.
I think we'll get a turn before the Squire again and be able to kill him. Also, Orlando really takes his line super seriously. Kind of wild how much... I mean, it's nice. I think it's great how, you know, into the voice acting he is, but it seems very over the top, which I think is funny. We would have one-shot this Greater Hydra from max HP. That is wild.
My power grows.
With purpose. This is the end.
Yeah, you can just see here kind of the power of not just Orlando, even though Orlando is very strong, but just by the fact that Excalibur gets so many turns, has such high weapon power, and how strong Holy Sword truly is in doing damage. With the fact that, like, you know, we're doing 200 or, you know, 280 damage to these guys, but I don't one-shot you. No. Wait then. I might actually just kill this archer. Maybe I needed to attack there. Yeah, so charging, you just die. See you later.
Towards ever greater mastery.
I'd like... Can I hit you? What does this look like? Little one? Yeah. So just the power of haste in general, permanent haste, is just very, very, very strong. Alright, we need a rare carcass here. Nope. Alright, well, we're gonna have to keep going for a rare one. This is, hopefully, will be a lot faster than yesterday, since I'm only looking for 1 here. In the next battle, we need 2 rare carcasses, but we got the first 2 pretty easily.
It worked.
I believe in you, Lavian. And like I said, the Greater Hydras, these ones here, these are the ones that I think are definitely worth poaching. The common poach is a perfume, which I'm really bad at pronouncing. We'll pronounce when we buy at the shop. The rare steel is the more ultimate than ultimate clothing piece. So like what most classes would wear. It's the highest amount of HP. And then it also has some immunities to it as well. So 2 battles down, 1 to go. We're going through poaching really fast, so I like that. Then we'll set up a team to do our move find item map, which will show off a different map that we haven't been to yet. And then we're going to do 2 story missions, and should hopefully be very quick. You know what? I'm actually going to show you what it looks like when you come from the Brigand's Den here. I think you can get a rare encounter here. Every map has a rare encounter in it. So depending on where you come through the map, you can get a rare encounter. And this one, it doesn't look like it. These are just regular knights, but level 42 though.
As you command.
We shall not lose.
So some of them are really, really interesting, and there are a couple that I may want to show off before the end of the game. Like there's some very infamous ones like Sweegie Wood, or the Siege Wield, Sweegie Woods, that I mentioned, where they have ninjas in that fight, and that one is 2, 3, yeah, you guys are all far away. That one's cool because at high enough level, that's a, oh, I don't reach you, really? Yeah, well, I guess we're just gonna hit the cat then. He's gonna run away, perfect. That one's cool because it's the first time you could, well, not the first time, but it is one of the times you can get, you can set it up where, like, you have, I'll use it, say, because, you know, he actually is good for this, but you can do this with other classes too. Mustadio can leg aim and lock the ninja in place. The only thing he can do is throw item, and enemies, as we already know, when I mentioned some time ago, is they have infinite amount of items. They don't have to do anything. And yeah, you see here, so these are a little bit different. Try breath, try thunder, try that. But enemies have infinite number of items. They don't run out, so you can get a ninja locked in place, and if he knows how to throw night swords, for example,
Ready.
you can set it up where he's locked in place. You have somebody with catch, or multiple people with catch, as the only people that he can throw at, and he can just throw really high level items at those characters, and you just keep catching them. That's one way to get some of the significantly more rare items. So like you can get extra Excaliburs, you can get Chaos Blades, you can get Defenders and Save the Queens, you can get multiples of them. Or you could get, you know, Javelins too, the Javelin we got last time at Nelveska Temple. They could throw those at you, as well as other very high level stuff that we're getting via poaching. And that's one way to do it. The downside is you have to be really, really high level for them to do that, and they have to spawn with that ability learned. So as we've seen in fights, they don't come with all of their abilities. So you could get a ninja that doesn't know how to throw night swords, or a ninja that doesn't know how to throw pole arms. Maybe they only know how to throw shurikens, which means all they're going to do is throw shurikens at you. Or you could run into the issue of maybe they know every throw item command in the game, and they're throwing a different item at you. Now, typically speaking, they will try to throw the highest damage item at you, but that's not always the case. If you have a range of items that can kill you, they can choose any item that kills you to throw at you. They're not going to be picky about it. But if they can kill you, it is unlikely that they will throw an item that cannot kill you. So, definitely worth thinking about. I don't think I will get up there or really show that off. I'm probably going to try to find some rare battles to show off, because some are pretty cool. But I don't think I'm going to be going for the ninja battle at super high levels. Alright, Greater Hydra, one more rare item. I would like this rare carcass, please. Work on the Tiamits after. I still have one more rare carcass after you, so please give. Thankfully, this is a lot faster than what I was planning on having to do when I first originally started the playthrough of, if I didn't get it, we'd be redoing all the maps. That would take so much longer. I probably, if that had happened, I probably would not have really gone through the great lengths that I'm doing now with doing all of these poachings, because they would take significantly longer. I probably would still catch and breed some stuff, because some of the common poaches are really, really good. Like the Greater Hydra common poach is really, really good. So getting a couple of those anyway would still have been worth it. But the rare poaches, for sure, I would have not. really gone terribly out of my way. Maybe the first defender would have been something I would have reset multiple times over. But I probably would not go through and do the rare poach for like these Tiamats or the hydras. I wouldn't get those because those are from items that I don't really care for. Good kill. And Orlando moves after that other knight, so we're just gonna wait. Can I reach them? I can. If we actually hit them, that's a different question. Oh, we missed. Okay. I tried. I mean, this guy's only level 12. Oh, they're both level 12. I got really low rolls. You in range? No, you're not in range.
Now is the time.
I cannot get there. 1, 2, 3. But we definitely killed these all in one shot, yeah. Alright, so I need a common and a rare. We'll actually go for you first. Gives me the rare one right away, I'll be super happy. It didn't. Oh, that's okay though. That cat will come back to us eventually. I'm going to check the knight here in a second, see what they can break, because I don't want them to break anything over Orlando's. Ren power, don't care. Okay, so we can move back in range here. This way they can only attack the front. We might even just kill them. Nope. We're going to go for the stop, maybe. Didn't get it? That's alright. Should have decent evasion from the front. Oh, I have another chance at Try Thunder here. On 2 more hits. No, 1 more chance. 1 more chance. Show me you got it. You did. Alright, they're in critical. They're going to run away, so they're not even going to try to attack us anyway. We're going to have to go after some of these in critical as well. Yeah, that's okay though. So this is the last one. We need a rare carcass.
It worked.
Didn't get it.
My power.
Shouldn't be too long. And the Tiamats, I'm really just showing these ones off. The common poach of a Tiamat is the ultimate dancer cloth, I believe. I forget the exact name offhand. And the rare poach is a whale whisker. I know that one offhand. That's for a mystic. It's the ultimate, more ultimate than ultimate one. So like we have the 8 fluted rod or pole, whatever it's called. The whale whisker is slightly more powerful. I think it's got 2 or 3 more weapon power, but it doesn't remove any of those odd statuses that are on people. Which I always thought was weird. On their strongest weapon is that, oh, you remove, generally speaking, negative status ailments that if you're putting on enemies, you wouldn't want to remove that. The Goku round at least makes sense in that if I'm hitting an enemy, maybe I'm going after enemy casters. If I apply Atheist on them, I've now just removed their ability to do damage. That to me is really good. But the concept of removing like blindness off an enemy just never really made sense to me. Now, if that pole added a random status ailment, I think that would be pretty cool, because mystics use physical or use magical attack with their rods. At least the damage calculation, that's what it says. It's MA times weapon power. So you could give your mystic, you know, more MA, and they would do quite a bit of damage. We just get to clean up the rest of these cats.
Just so.
Don't go that way. You're gonna split up, aren't you? Yep.
Ready.
Flavian actually getting to shoot enemies, not our own creatures for a time.
Now then. This is the end.
Today was much faster doing all these poaches. We should easily be able to get through all 6 battles. So I'm not really going to, on the move find item one, that's going to be super simple in that I'm not going to like wait around. Just gonna get the move find item and then clear the map. So that one should be pretty quick. And then the 2 story ones, I think, are honestly, they're not that difficult. The first story one is the one that has the move find item I want. It's a one item that it's the only one that exists in the game, so we do want to get it. However, that one is... Oh, we got a rare carcass at the end. Hilarious. That one is at least in a fixed spot. I know right where that is, and we can... Obviously, we'll get it with our move find item. Treasure Hunter. The Treasure Hunter! Should have named them Locke. Not a thief, they're a treasure hunter. Alright, so Dorder, and we can take a look at what we got. So...
What do you need?
like I said, so you get Blood Sword, Scorpion Tail, here's 23 weapon power, flail, it's huge. This is what I was talking about here with the perfumes. We're gonna get both of these, but we're gonna get both rubber suits. We're gonna run out of money, we'll, how much does all of this cost? I will get you just because you don't much. And what, this is 40, 60, 80k? I'd be down to basically nothing. I'll pick up the Whale Whisker. And I will probably wait on these items for now. I kind of want a bit more money because I'm basically out. And I do need to pick up some other items because we were running low on the Phoenix Downs. And we were running low on, not really running low on X potions, but I will grab some of each.
Are you happy, Penny?
I don't think I need anything else at the moment.
Will that be all?
And then we do need to go through and sell a bunch of our old stuff. So I've kept a lot of this, but we probably did not need to keep this much. Platinum Sword and Diamond Sword can both just go.
Are you happy, come?
And like these defenders obviously cost quite a bit. I could sell them if I needed to, but I'm not going to. And the throw bow, we can get both of those. Get rid of all of these. Yeah, you can see here the Whale Whisker. So Goku's pole is 10. The 8 fluted rod is 12. Oh, so Whale Whisker is 4. So it's kind of nice.
Are you happy?
Roll Spear. Ivalice.
A pleasure.
We have both of those. We're not selling any of our other items. But yeah, this one here, the Sasuke's Blade, just does 14 damage. It has a bit higher weapon parry, but has no additional effects. I do still probably like Spellbinder better. The opportunity of disabling somebody is really, really nice compared to not.
Are you happy to come?
Sell this. Yeah, we're gonna. And like I said, we can sell all the Green Berets now and Celebrant's Miters because the Lambent Hat is better, and we have these caps now for strictly speed. Sell all these circlets. We'll still hold on to that guy. Yeah, so the rubber suit here, this makes you immune to lightning. So highest amount of HP. Black Garb is the best one that you can purchase. So it's 50 more HP, and you get some 30 MP, which Black Garb is 0. So not needed for like casters, but the extra MP is nice for if you have like support jobs on the side. So like, you know, you could have a class and their secondary is time magic or mist, and low cost spells can still be used as support wise. Diamond armor can go. We'll get rid of both of these carabine emails, and all of our robes can stick around. We can buy Featherweave cloaks, so we can get rid of the Elven cloak. And it's probably worth mentioning is you should probably not sell these miscellaneous items that give immunities. You never know when you're going to need them. Java models are going to be really important soon for a specific fight, and they're really good. Vampire is a problem. You want to keep stuff for things like that. I think everything else is fine.
Will that be all
So we got a bit of our money back, so we're good there. Let's go and we're going to unequip you. Would be nice to have an unequip all button, but it's okay. Alright, so just make sure everyone's unequipped. Yep, alright, so we are going to quickly set up for the, I want, just gonna teach you this. You're what, 3, 6, 8, 9, you're 1200, 350 away. Yeah, well, it's fine. Yeah, I'll keep you as a monk for now then, until we finish this off. Yep, because we only have 2 things left, so. Synthil, we're going to switch you. Or did you learn? No, we have not. So we're going to get you back on Samurai.
Ready for action.
And on the secondary, I want. We'll do white magic. And we're going to equip this a little bit differently. So Crystal Helm is fine. Crystal Mail, we're going to put a Wizard Robe. Give a little more magic attack. And then instead of the red shoes, we're going to do this new perfume. And this perfume gives you 1 magic attack power and permanent haste. It also gives, at the start of fight, invisibility, which doesn't reapply after every move, but it gives you kind of the immediate start of you don't get targeted by anything, and then you can also now immediately do other stuff. A little unfortunate, there is no katana that gives you any plus magic. Otherwise, I'd use that basically permanently. PF Bill Prince, we want you on. I'm going to make you a monk for this fight. This seems a little weird, but we want the +1 4 jump. That is the most important thing. Kind of okay with kind of whatever here. None of this actually matters where we're going. Headband, probably fine. Rubber suit, also probably fine. But then we're going to give you... You have reflexes, right? Yeah. Normally I would give you a Featherweave Cloak, but we're going to give you a Germinas boots. Whatever those are. I like to sort these, yeah. Because I want the extra move just to be faster. I probably could be a class that gives you 5 move. But I like the fact that we can give you other stuff here. Chakra. Yep, and then you'll be fine supporting this fight. And you have enough MP and chakra to kind of fulfill, give yourself the ability to keep time magic up as you move around the map. There's only one item we want here, so once we get it, we'll be gone, so I'm not too worried. Scoodles, we can, on this map, we're going to go back to a chemist.
Bad luck.
Okay, that's fine. Do I want the rubber suit here? Probably not. It's not really needed. On the black garb. And you can get the Featherweave Cloak. And we will give you Art of War. This is kind of your common thing. Do you have enough for actually... You do. I'm going to give him Magic Boost. I forget if this actually does. I believe it does, but we'll see. Boost the damage of the gun. His faith is still a little low. Obviously, if it was like 75 or 80 faith, it would do quite a bit more, but it's what it is. And then I want you on a knight.
This will serve.
That is because this gives you Excalibur, which is obviously incredibly strong. You can't equip any of the plus PA gear from the Geomancer can, so that is a little bit frustrating, but you have enough stuff with attack up to be okay and take care of stuff. And then we'll, yeah, Execution 2 is fine. We will keep Bracer on. This is plus 3 PA, but there is benefit to running Tech Shell and or Chantage. Late in the game, we get an armor that she'll be able to wear that gives her Protect and Shell on the armor slot, and then running Shantasia is kind of really strong, because then you basically give her permanent haste, protect, shell, regen, and re-raise. And then you can put on the helm, you can put a ribbon, so she's just immune to all statuses, and also has all of those permanent buffs. So, and then, you know, your PA suffers a little bit, but generally the power of Excalibur makes up for it. And then even later in the game, when we get a Chaos Blade, you could then run the haste perfume. So this one here, which gives you a permanent haste with the Chaos Blade. Chaos Blade is 40 weapon power, so it's like a massive, massive upgrade. Because like right now, our Holy Sword is 11 PA, the physical attack there, times 21 weapon power, plus, you know, whatever the modifier is. So if it's, I'll use Judgment Blade, it'd be 21 plus 2, so 11 times 23. Whereas with a Chaos Blade, it would be 11 times 42. So it's kind of a huge amount. And I know Excalibur boosts Holy, and it is Holy Elemental. It will give you, so there's a little more to the calculation than that, but that's kind of the basics behind it.
Preparations?
Just make sure we have Treasure Hunter. We do. Didn't mean to press 7. All right, we're going to save real fast, and we're going to quickly go through the map that we haven't seen yet. So we're going to go to Ivalice first, because I want to come from the top here. But it will be this place here. So this appeared, Mount Bervenia. This appeared after Chapter 3, so when Chapter 4 started. And there is no story battle here. So you kind of have to notice it on the map when it spawns. A lot of people do, but it's not like it's not a required fight. So the fact that this isn't required, you don't have to be here. But this is
I can do this.
Ready and waiting.
Let's have it.
As you
this is a
wish.
volcano.
At the ready.
And there's an item in this map that we want. So there are behemoths on this map too. Okay then. And yeah, the item we need. So I will just show it off here. So it's 6, 10, 14.5, 18. The item is right there. That's where we need to be. As long as we don't use our invisibility, we'll get a free hit, basically. And we're probably going to be blowing this chocobo up because you are a problem, as usual. Red chocobos, not what you want to have around. You want to get rid of them. The fact that Choco Meteor evades all evasion is very, very strong and quite a problem. Yep, and you're just dead. Okay.
Come on.
We want you to get over there. You have what, 4 moves? Yeah, you can move here. And we're going to Tailwind. And I'm going to try my best not to use Synthil quite too much in this fight. So we can get the item, but we have to. So haste yourself. Obviously, the haste is not needed for my Samurai or Agrius because they have permanent haste. And casting it on them won't do anything.
Much obliged.
It's also worth mentioning the item we're getting here. This may have changed, obviously, but I'll explain it when we pick up the item and see what it is. It has no common treasure, so it only exists in the form of a rare treasure on that square, which means when you step on it, doesn't matter what your brave is, you always get the item that exists there. So you don't have to worry about, oh, did I get the right item? Did I get the wrong item? Just, it's the only item. All right, 234. Goodbye. Yeah, so pretty powerful setup here for what we have. I don't want you going that way. Yep, just wait here. Hopefully I can get around all of this because I don't want them to Move you here. Okay, you're gonna go after PF Footprints, that's fine. It's hard, but yeah, the fact that we don't have any, I guess I shouldn't have had reflexes on, I should have given something else. Because I don't have a cloak on or shield on, reflexes does nothing unless they're facing directly at the monk. So we're to give our people that need the EXP, Tailwind and Ramza will get some EXP, but he's getting reduced EXP when we're doing stuff against monsters that have low HP, or not monster, when he's using actions on lower level targets.
Onward.
Do here 192. I want to try for a stop, maybe. Didn't get it, that's okay. But we can just wait here, because I don't think they can, yeah, so this is lava. I think these are both lava. So he, oh no, he can move here, never mind. We should be fine. I'm just gonna stay invisible. The monsters don't do invisible very well, as we see, as they try to move around. Oh, now he's in critical, so he's gonna try to run away anyway.
I must concentrate.
They kind of move around in a way where they don't target you until your invisibility is gone. This is a good time. Who needs some bravery? Fine, we'll give you a little bit of bravery. I'm using that to my advantage to kind of keep my monk safe, so we can get to the top of the volcano to then get the item we need and move on. And yeah, facing the goblin directly here, the class evasive monk is 20%, so reflexes doubles that to 40. Oh, thankfully they didn't move up the route we needed. I figured if they had moved here, I would have ran in front of them. Alright, so we're gonna run up here. And we found a buried item, and this is the Materia Blade Plus. Now, in the original game, it was just the Materia Blade. So the one Cloud came with, which does 10 weapon power. That's what was there. There was nothing else there. So, or that's what was at the top of the mountain here, which was a problem because you would get Cloud at level 1. We're in Act 4, Chapter 4, by the way. So we're in Chapter 4. You're getting a brand new party member who you may or may not want to try out, and they can't use their actual ability, like Limit, can't be used if you don't have the Materia Blade. So you get a character, his initial class can't use any of their abilities at all until you come to this map, move find item, and get to the top of this volcano to get his weapon. Which is like, that's kind of unfortunate, and you're like, what do I do? Because, you know, when the game first came out, you didn't have all the information readily available of, oh, this is where you get, you know, your character's weapon that lets them actually do anything with their class. But they, in the Ivalice Chronicles, he comes at your party's level, which I think is awesome. Then he also comes with a weapon that automatically works, the Materia Blade, and now this one is an improved version, which we'll see after the fight. Pretty sure it's 20 weapon power, but we'll see afterwards because I don't actually know that for certain. What do we do? 245, this guy's dead. So he can actually now use his stuff pretty well. So just get you out of the way and wait.
I must concentrate.
Who else needs some bread? You're at 80. This will put you at 80.
Hold nothing back.
If I use it again, you'll be at 82. So kind of happy that they improved that, because it was a little unfortunate that you get Cloud super late in the game and then you just basically cannot do anything with him because of how hard it was to to get his weapon to actually do anything, and then level him up. Because right now, you know, you'd be level, what, 35 or 40 or in that range. And you have to level him from level 1 all the way there. Now, people will say, oh, the benefit of that is you can then now give him all of the proper amount of like JP and classes and all that. Sure, you know, leveling him up, but it's a lot of time invested in a character. So, let's take a quick look.
Right.
Inventory. Yeah, so material, 16, not 20, but still, it also gives 4 magic attack power. That didn't exist. The regular materia blade didn't have that, so we can do type, and so materia blade 10. This is materia blade plus magic attack 4. Now it looks like soldier class can use it, knights can use it, and then is that a geomancer? Yeah, I think that's a geomancer. Which is going to be kind of funny because now you could do this character. Like we see we're at 11 magic attack, and obviously I'm going to keep you on samurai for a little bit because I need you to unlock Kikuichi Manji. But in the harder fights, yeah, it's a geomancer. So I'm going to be putting you on geomancer because you can just get so much more in terms of magic gear available on Geomancer. So the next time we switch over to Geomancer, which will be probably in Limberry Castle, we'll have it for at least 2 of the fights there. You will be able to, you'll have like 18 magic attack as a Geomancer or something absurd like that, which is just really strong. Turns out when you have 18 magic attack, you do a lot of damage, and that'll be really nice. So. I think for this fight, did I want you on something else? Probably, but I think this is fine. You're mostly going to be using metal anyway. It's not like you're going to be attacking things. So yeah, we'll keep you on a monk. I think monk is one of Ram's more versatile classes. Chakra, revive, purification, all really good. And then it still allows metal to do its job. And I'll pick up shout now. You guys can pick up all of this. Okay, and we just have the one thing left, which is coming up very soon. You do not get it until chapter 4. You have 2 chances to get this spell, and it is a spell. So you can be samurai. I'd like you on something. Yeah, you can stay a monk, but I'm going to give you Featherweave Cloak. You don't need 5 jump for this. 4 jump is more than enough to get through this fight. The spell is still fine, but now you have, you know, good reflexes and defensive capability. You can, so, did you ever get Sheer Hidori? I thought, oh no, you haven't gotten yet. I would like to have it so I can switch some stuff around so you're not always using the Featherweave Cloak. Unlocking the capability of using, you know, the haste perfume is also really good while still being protected against physical attacks. And you can, yeah, Agrius, you can stay basically as is. It is also worth mentioning that yes, she does a lot of damage with Excalibur, but you can switch this around to other stuff. So like Crystal Helm, you can put on something to have status immunity as needed. You can put on defensive robes as needed, because she has so much HP already. So if I need to protect against, you know, fire, ice, lightning, we can put this on instead. Or I need her to be somewhat support casting, which generally you wouldn't, but you never know. You can put on wizard robes for MA and switch bracers to something else. So. But yeah, we have 2 story maps to get through. I think we can get through them relatively quickly. So the first one is Mount Germinas, the last place that we really care for move find item. Well, move find item in story maps. In side quest maps, let me tell you, there's going to be a lot of move find iteming there, and we will be doing that quite a lot. So on this side, we can see here, so with 4 jump, we can just get up this direction and attack this way if needed, which Ramza has.
I am
Yeah,
ready to
Phil
fight.
Prince has. What does your status look like? I think the rest of them are. Yeah, all the rest of you have 3 move. So I will do
I can
you
do this.
because you have haste. You'll more easily move this direction as needed. And then we can put Agrius here. And
Let's have it. Forward.
well, there are thieves here. Oof.
You want to pass? Pay the toll. Just tip us your gill and be on your way. And those swords won't be helping you here. Unless you wish to pay the toll in blood.
Do you flash that cap? It's Coles, the heretic they're all on about. A bounty on his head so high we're like to need a ladder to reach the top. Why stop with the guilt they have on him? Nim their head on his shoulders and we'll have drink and malts enough for months.
His clock is the one from the bills, and no mistake. I'm not much for headhunting, but Gil is Gil. Mill 'em, lads.
Alright, defeat all enemies. And so where that ninja is standing is where the item we want is. So, we move first because haste is broken. Let's take a look what we got. Steelheart. I don't like that, but I don't have any females on this side. Well, I do, but they're invisible, so it doesn't matter. You have Geomancy. Could be annoying. But you don't really have anything else. All of these throw items. The throw pole arm could be bad. There is Ivalice has pretty decent attack power. You have Steel Helm. I don't really like that. One of my monks is wearing a headband. Well, this guy's an Artemis bow. I don't have my stealing set up. Artemis bow, I made a comment about this on the other video when we were at Fort Besselet. This bow is the upgrade from the Wind Slash bow at 8 up to 10. You can't buy this bow, you have to steal it. But you also get one in the deep dungeon for just picking it up and find item. But then there's also a better bow than this as well that you get in one of the later deep dungeon floors. So I'm not too worried about not having it. I'm also not using archers. I think archers, while okay, as the game goes on, they're not, needed. I won't say not needed, but not as effective. Now, I don't want this guy to steal hard on me, so I'm just going to move my samurai up here and wait. How far can you get, actually? Steel Heart, I think, has a height tolerance. 2, 3, alright, so I want you here, then. See if we can kill this ninja. What do we do, 245? Yeah, I'll take that. Maybe I should have tried for the stop, but we'll see what he does. You're going to go after Rams, it looks like. Or throw something over here. Reflexes. Yeah, throw swords. What is this? Going to be an Ice Brand or a Rune Blade? Rune Blade. Good thing I set it up where we could more easily... Can't hit you there. Unfortunate. Well, I'm going to shoot this guy instead. Oh yeah, and there's an archer down on the bottom there. I forgot to show him off.
No mercy.
Alright, you have a crossbow. That is
Violence.
kind of weird, but not that weird.
Leave this to me.
I almost thought that said rend something, and I'd have been like, wait, what? Another thing, a very late game Agrius build, so I haven't really shown her off too much. I mean, she's done a lot, but Shia Hidori is good. But you can get Dancer. If you get the reaction ability from them, you get physical attack save, which basically is like, hey, can you actually get back over? Yeah, you can. All right, let's see. We're just gonna do this then. Physical attack save. So you're okay with getting hit, and then you react because you have so much HP, or you have all of the benefit of 75. Yeah, I don't like either of those. Or the benefit of, you know, you have protect shell, you have all of the other stuff to kind of keep you from taking a ton of damage. We're gonna check that guy. And then you getting hit is whatever. So like you get hit by, you know, 50, 80 damage here. It doesn't really matter. And then your reaction ability builds your physical attack. So it just makes you stronger and stronger as the fight goes on. 12, 8, that's a little too much. If I put you here, I can hit both of them. I might just kill this guy. Let's go with a Muramasa. Yep, we did. Perfect. And now that we've used an ability, invisibility goes away.
Come then.
I don't quite kill you. But my chemist goes before you, so we will be able to for sure shoot you with a gun. Not you. Yeah, let's get your brave up some.
You can do it.
Might actually be able to just kill you with PF Footprints here. Oh, no, we cannot. I clicked yes before I fully looked at that. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well. Let's see if we should be able to shoot him from here. Yep.
Oh, this is the end. Nothing can stop me.
You have draw out? Really? This is the one I didn't learn. This is the one that does damage to MP. Which, it's fine, but in general I don't find it that useful. There are very few maps where destroying somebody's MP is going to all of a sudden make you extremely safe. Obviously using it against summoners, black mages, and the like are really good. But in general, you want to... I want to stand somewhere that... Where's it go up there? I see a spot. Generally, you want to do something that keeps you alive. Oh, we put Doom on that guy. That's cool.
Concentrate.
And, it'll get you up to 80. Well, and MP damage generally doesn't do that. You don't usually do enough to get rid of somebody's entire MP bar to prevent them from doing damage.
Onward.
Heaven's calling me.
And as usual, archers just not very dangerous. Alright, so we need to get there. And yeah, he got rid of my mana, but we can just chakra, and I have all my mana back. So, yeah. Unfortunate for you, buddy. He is doomed. So I don't want to kill the other guy quite yet. Oh, after this dude.
My turn.
My turn. So you're at 80. You're at 80. You will now be at 80, and I'm at... Alright, so we're pretty good on that. I don't mind just waiting with Ramza. Here, just to keep them from getting up here. A lot of EXP at the moment, so I'm kind of okay not taking extra actions with you. Oh, you have Steel Heart. That is... Thankfully you missed. Yeah, this is what I get for not checking this guy. I kept saying I was going to, but I didn't. Oh, I did. I just didn't recognize he had steel, and even if I did recognize it, I wouldn't have known what he had. But we need to get rid of you. I will not stand for charm, because that will become a massive liability issue. You're gonna heal, that's okay. Doom kills you whether you have full life or not.
You're most gracious. I won't stop now.
I do think it is interesting. I don't know if this was intended on how they added maybe some of these secondary jobs, but I do like that they have other things to worry about because they're archers. Let's be real, they're not very dangerous. Alright, here we go. We didn't get the one we wanted. Reload we go. They're not very dangerous. No, like, giving them secondaries that actually could be a problem. Steel Heart is, in Charm in general, is one of the more annoying secondaries to have, because I don't usually charm enemies, but that doesn't mean it's not good. It just means I prefer... Alright, there we go, we got the item. This is an invisibility cloak, or a vanish mantle. We can kind of explain what it does after, but we, just because I don't charm people doesn't mean it's just, I don't usually charm the enemy. But generally, you getting charmed is a huge problem, because if you think about it, you're like, hey, I don't want to be charmed because somebody's dead. 400 damage, geez. Because you build your characters generally to be very strong. And, yeah, if you get charmed, you might have problems with that, so... 3, quick. Look a little better, 71%. I believe in the 71. You did it! Hey, buddy. Oh, goodbye, buddy.
I'm sorry.
Alright, nice easy battle. Wing boots, they give you float. Germinas boots, we already have plenty of those. +1 move, +1 jump. Good, but I have plenty of them, and you could bought them a long time ago. Alright, so we don't need move find item anymore. Yay. At least not for a while. Okay, so we're gonna switch you. I would like to work on some more... or anything else for you. I guess long term I do want to get teleport just to show it off. Not jobs, so we can give you, and I want to work on faith some, so I'll give you this. And I want to give you, I'm kind of okay with the spell here. Lambent hat, and I want white. Generally, I won't say it's like the best, but generally better. Feather weave cloak, mega staff. Okay, how did we do here? Still very far away. You're probably not going to get it for a while. Actually, you might not get the Kikumanji until Ichimanji until we do errands, which will be quite a while. So, but we'll keep you on this. We won't really show off the Geomancer thing quite yet. You're fine. Don't want you to be a monk for this one. I want you to be a chemist.
Right then.
Also, I can teach you X potions. Okay, you can... rubber suit's fine here. Give you protect and shell. I do really like this on him, just making him defensive. He's generally less likely to die. I really like. Magic defense boost for this fight. I think everyone else can be the same. Maybe worth actually putting... sleep. Yeah, I might give you a ribbon for this one. Yeah, we'll do a ribbon for this one. I do think some of the enemies up here can put you to sleep, so we don't want that. But yeah, let's go to Lake Poescas.
Of course.
I am ready to fight. Ready and willing.
As you wish.
No turning back.
Oh, I didn't go over the invisibility cloak or the vanish mantle. It's an accessory.
What men of flesh and blood dare disturb the slumber of the dead? Men with orasight. Felicitous indeed that such a treasure should present itself unto us. We will have it from you. Then at last will our souls ascend to that lofty plane, as yours rot here in their stead.
I don't remember them having lines, but sure, I'll take it. Yeah, Vanish Mantle is an accessory. It's just like this one here. It just grants invisibility at the start of the fight, which generally would be pretty good when perfume is limited to female characters. But because this perfume exists and now perfume can go on any character, this is just strictly better. But I wanted to get it because, well, I get it. Let me take a look at the enemies here. So these guys are annoying, but we can just throw Phoenix Downs at everything. And they all die. Summoner, you don't have too much. You don't have... you can see, interestingly enough, they changed the Summoner. She does not have Moogle or Sylph or Fairy. So no healing, no silencing. It just is all the offense. Well, they have Carbuncle, but all the other ones are offensive ones. So... another Artemis bow. And you can see here he doesn't have all the aims. And these are all, if you see here, they're all Squire based because all the reaction support abilities, these are all the Squire ones. So this is a custom class for these. So they went in and edited these classes for this. And as we said, Artemis bow, we've seen them now plenty. We could have easily have picked one up by now, but I'm fine not. Alright, so let's see here. What's our... not enough. I don't have a rise. Not protect. What do we look like? 246. 299. Not enough. Alright, well, we're just going to move you forward. You're invisible, and we're just going to wait. So, my first turn, I'm going to be going after you. I'm going to Phoenix down the two ghosts on the sides here. I'd like to get silence here if I can. We didn't? That's okay.
Come on.
This is why I made you a chemist, because, yeah, Phoenix down. Here, just take 500 damage. I'm actually surprised they have 500 HP. That's kind of wild. I didn't realize they had so much HP. Can we actually kill you? If we roll 40% of the time, yes, but I'm not going to do that. Just going to move you here. Kill you. What are you going to do? You're going to prevent me from hasting them. Okay, that's fine. I'll just haste myself.
I'm here.
Actually, I will haste myself and Ramza. Perfect. I was going to haste Scoodles and PF Footprints, but with the summon there, not worth doing that. We'll just leave it as is.
That's more like it.
Okay. Shiva is going to go off. It should be okay. Look at that deal. What do we got here? I don't hit both of them. I only hit one of you. I missed because you're floating. That's what we look like on you. 229, 190. Actually okay. Go here, and I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna break invisibility just yet. Like that guy to get in a little better spot. The archer will try to attack somebody. The mystic will get into a spot where it's not a big deal. Yeah, it does a lot of damage. You have quite a bit of faith in MA, so... You're just kidding. You're just gonna die. I really should be letting... Like, get up to here. I will let my chemist kill, so we will just heal them. That archer should move first. I feel like they should move slightly closer. Tigers can just go under here and kill the summoner. Stay away from the summoner. Kill the summoner. You're going into a spot that can not hit Agris. Okay. Preach. Who do we want to give faith to? I think we need to give faith to you, yeah. %74% though. Oh, nice. Still missed. That's okay. Yep, yes, please come closer so I can kill you. I don't think you're getting that aim +1 off. Nope. I do think that many of these fights would be tougher if it wasn't the fact that Phoenix Down worked on these guys. Phoenix Down obviously does so much damage to them that they're really not a threat. Like I don't mean it in like a bad way, but it's just kind of like no matter what you do, if you don't fix Phoenix Down just one-shotting undead, you're never going... These fights should never be... No, you're never going to make them difficult. They should never be difficult because Phoenix Down... It's literally just that good. +5. I don't think that's going to do anything for you, buddy. Judgment Blade 2. 400 damage. Yeah.
You found strength.
You're gonna disable hesitation, that's fine. Goes after her turn, so it's not gonna do anything.
I must concentrate.
Not getting anything extra here. Let's see, I'm gonna move here. Yeah. So we're gonna hit himself with his own thing. We nearly killed anyone with a crit. Good job. Just shoot him from here. I don't think I can reach him from here. This would be a wild shot, though. Let's move this way and we'll heal ourselves.
This'll do.
And I never restock potion. Even though I've never used it with auto potion, I had auto potion on. They'd be using high potions. If I got rid of all the high potions, they'd be using X potions. So, you disabled yourself. You disabled both of us, but you disabled yourself. It's kind of funny. 71, 69. We want to get your faith up a little more. Yay.
My turn.
Okay, and Agrius is going to finish this off. Goodbye.
For my lady.
Alright. Very easy battles today. We got through 6 battles in no time. We're going to do a little bit of prep for the upcoming Limberry Castle. Not going to do any of it today. We'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be really long. Ooh, story.
So you are unwilling to compromise on your position?
Ivalice's reunification under its rightful king was Duke Larg's ardent wish. We've no intention of laying down arms until the Black Lion's men bend the knee to King Orinus. They will not steer the helm of Ivalice, and nor will the church. Not so long as this house stands.
Do you not know who made your assassination of Duke Larg possible?
I mislike the question. Larg was felled by one of Goltanna's assassins. Or do you mean to say that you were the ones who sent him?
That you would dare to make such jests. The church has fallen far indeed. There is to be no convincing you then.
Were it our desire, we could crush the Template like an overripe grape. Of that, I am quite convinced.
Tell me, this poison employed at Bessalat, do you know what it was?
I am told it was an extract of moss fungus spores.
An insidious thing, moss fungus. It takes a great quantity to kill a man, but the toxin never leaves the blood. The smallest, most undetectable of doses will prove lethal if repeated often enough. The person being poisoned is oft unaware, for the symptoms are easy to confuse with those of common affliction. Headaches, chills, joint pain, high fever. Such things are observed before the lungs flood and the stricken struggles for breath. The young and robust may pull through, but the odds favor not the elderly and infirm. Your late Lord Father was taken by malady, was he not?
What is it that you wish to say?
I'm told you yourself have some knowledge in poisoncraft.
What of it?
I recently learned an interesting fact. I had wondered if you might be aware of it. When one poisoned by moss fungus is buried, they say toadstools sprout on the grave, because spores remain in the body, for which reason those killed by moss fungus at Bessalat are being cremated, as a precaution. Forgive me, I digress. Yes. There was another matter. A gift from High Confessor Marcel.
A gemstone.
It is a zodiac stone. A blessed crystal from Malond. The High Confessor wished for you to have it. Please accept it as a symbol of the Church's good faith.
Interesting, Zalbag, yes. Sitting in a conversation. Laffy knew he was there, because he looked at the door before making that last comment.
Greetings.
But we're gonna spend a little bit here. I'm gonna buy more potions. And we're gonna stock up on some, by some I mean a lot of Phoenix Downs. I'm just gonna cap out because I don't know how long the fight I'm gonna be in Limberry Castle is going to be. But we need to plan for, there's 3 battles in Limberry. Pretty sure I have everything I need, but we're gonna set up some. So first one is we're gonna be Gallant Knight for this first fight. This is very important because this is one of the 2 fights that you can get the final spell for Ramza. But I'm going to give you martial arts. I do think that is really strong for you on this first fight. And I'm going to give you defense boost. I want him to take damage from, or have a higher chance of getting hit by the spell. So for that reason, I will not be equipping the Protect and Shell. But I will probably give you a Shantae for regen and re-raise. And that being said, we're going to make sure your equipment is, we want to protect against stop and KO, which means we want ribbon on. And I'm going to give you a crystal mail. I don't think the rubber suit is needed for you. 300 HP is more than enough. And then you're not going to have a materia blade. You're going to get something else. I will probably give you, I don't think any of these actually matter, because you're not going to be attacking. I guess if you did, I would want a blood sword so you can heal. Well, no, you'll have monk stuff, so I'm okay with actually just giving you a defender then. Okay. Synthil, gonna be this fight. They will be a samurai, and they can keep their setup as is with white magic. So we have backup reses. Ifil Prince, I'm gonna keep the same setup here. Time magic and speechcraft. This is probably gonna be the setup for them for most of these fights, with the exception of in the second fight we will have some items to prevent some status immunity. Scoodles, I think we're fine with this. However, for the fight after this, I am almost 100% will be changing them to a knight, and we're gonna have some fun with that one. Agrius, I am fine with you as this. Yeah, ribbon is fine. I don't want you to get anything. But let me make sure, do you need to learn anything else? Yes, you need to learn all of this. Okay, now she can be my second Art of War user for battles and lowering speed and stuff. And the fight we're really preparing for, well, there's two fights. The first fight is pretty straightforward. That fight's going to be interesting just because that's where Ramza learns this final spell, which, hopefully we'll get pretty easily. Usually you can bait it out without too many issues. But if we don't get it, try to make sure we get it with the fight before we move on. The second fight is the hardest one. It's the one that's probably going to take me the most time, just because I'm going to be stealing a lot of equipment from somebody. So Ramza will be a thief for that fight, and we should have all the equipment we need for it. We have, we have a thief's cap, and we have probably be the rubber suit just for HP, maybe black garb to prevent stop. I probably will have that because he'll want speed, and then he'll need an immunity to something from his accessory slot. And then the third fight, he's going to be mostly support. Synthil's going to be in this setup for this fight. The next fight, though, they will be a Geomancer. I will set them up with that, where they have a bunch of MA. And they're going to, or actually, I don't know if I'm going to do Geomancer. I might do White Mage for the next fight, and then Geomancer for the third one. I do like the extra healing and resurrection capabilities if we need it. But we'll get that when we get there. You need to be Speechcraft for the second fight, because lowering the brave of the enemy to help steal is going to be basically required. You can't really get around it. Scoodles will be a knight. I probably will dual wield for that fight, just to kind of really be okay. So I need to make sure I have enough swords. I should have plenty of swords. Yeah, we got plenty of swords. Yeah. And then Agrius will be set up mostly to do damage, but this setup here for Art of War, she'll also be able to help Ren speed and Ren power, Ren magic against the target we want to remove stuff on. And she will not be wearing a bracer. She could. She has a ribbon, so. So I would even give you. It's like I give you this for Protect and Shell. Yeah, we'll consider it. It is lowering her damage quite a bit, but honestly, the fight we're going to be worried about is want to control the fight, not just obliterate stuff. And you'll probably run, boost or something. Actually, speaking of that, can you get defense boost? No, you're not quite there. Probably do want to get that eventually. That is a good option to have. But yeah, today, nice, short, sweet, to the point video. So we're going to save here, and our next video is going to be hopefully not too long, but we're going to be going to Limberry Castle. And like I said, there's 3 fights here against Elmdor, and we're going to try to get through them as quickly and easily as possible, and yeah, see what we can do from there. So Thanks for watching today, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day.